All praises to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. So, yeah, this come out yesterday. People's hero.
I mean, we're right in the middle of COVID still. Everything's still on lockdown. Everything's still on pandemic. You're still out doing shows. Have you caught it yet?
No. I think I have it all the time. I don't know. I don't get checked.
Okay.
I don't want to find out about it.
Anyone around you and your family members catch it?
My brother caught it. I think I had it before it got announced because in January last year.
You're real sick?
Yeah, I was sick. That was the first time I ever needed an asthma pump. I even stopped smoking. And they told me I had a congestion from traveling. They ain't really have no answer for it. But
are you going to take the vaccine? What's available to you?
I ain't made my mind up yet.
Not sure.
I ain't made my mind up yet.
Black Americans are taking it at a much slower rate than everybody else. A lot of people compare it to the Tuskegee, experiments.
They say Hank Aaron took his 2 weeks ago.
Hank Aaron did take his 2 weeks ago. And I'm a little worried that people are going to try to make a connection with him. Rest in peace, Hank Aaron. He just died today.
I'm glad I got to meet him.
Oh, you met him?
Yeah, I met him last.
Oh, I will say this is Hank Aaron. Is an American professional baseball player. Just lets you know this interview is quite old because it says he died here on the 22nd of January 2021. He died 2 weeks after taking a vax, but people are saying you shouldn't draw a conclusion. Whatever.
At the fruit stand.
Wow.
In Georgia. He just sitting right there. I look, I say, you Hank Aaron, huh? Look, he in the truck. He's in the truck on side me. I'm getting watermelons. He in the truck on side me. I got it on my OIG if I had my IG.
Pussy's such a nigga, man.
And I say, you Hank Aaron. He said, yeah, I'm Hank Aaron. So I tell his, I'm Boosie, you know what I'm saying? I want a picture. And I was like, can you get out the car and take a picture? Hell yeah, man. I met Hank Aaron, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he was the one who broke Babe Ruth's home run record. I mean, that's an icon right there.
Yeah.
Lived a long life. Was it 84, I think, when he died?
Yeah.
I'm hoping people don't compare the two. Don't think that the vaccine killed him.
Yeah, everybody been saying it.
Everyone's going to say. Because, in Norway, I believe it was Norway, 23 people died from the vaccine. But those were all people that are like 100 years old. That were really close to death already. Me personally, as soon as it's available, I'm taking it.
You taking it?
I'm going to get a speeding ticket on my way to go take it. That's what's going to happen. I'm definitely taking it. But a lot of people I fuck with are not. I know people who can't take it right now because they work in healthcare and they don't want to take it.
I know a lot of people telling me they not taking it.
Well, I don't know. Charles Barkley thinks that professional athletes should get to skip the line. They pay more taxes.
I like Charles Barkley. That dude be having me dying, man.
Yeah, well, look, at some point, I think that there's going to be some actual laws where if you don't take it, you're not going to be able to fly. Your kids aren't going to be able to go to school.
I'm going to take it.
You may not be able to keep a job.
Don't worry. If they come anything with feed my family, I'm going to take it.
You're going to take it. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. If I got $300,000 in Cali and I can't get on that plane, I'm getting on that.
There you go.
Stick me.
Stick myself.
Stick all us right now.
There you go. Oh, to the average Jake, this is their Jesus, and even he said, if I got 300 grand in Cali and I gotta travel there, I'm taking it. If it's gonna affect my ability to look after my family, I'm gonna take it. And this devil is gonna do something like that. It's gonna put you in a situation where you're not able to navigate through society without taking this. And the same with the mark of the beast. You won't be able to spend, buy or sell unless you take this thing. So they're not going to force you to do it. What they're going to do is they're going to create situations where you're not able to, travel around and basically be able to function in society without doing what they've mandated, and it just so happens to be a coincidence that this dude, died 2 weeks after taking the vaccine. I know if you go into what we're talking about, the Norway's elderly C19 vac aren't what they seem. People died shortly after receiving their C19 vax, but a quick look at the numbers will tell you why this shouldn't be surprising. Now, I don't really want to read everything here. We absolutely shouldn't refuse the very normal and natural deaths that will happen to older and more frail people with the consequences of the vax, cautioned Stuart MacDonald, a fellow of the Institute of and Faculty Actuaries and co-founder of the C19 Actuaries Response Group. If you put the Norwegian deaths in perspective, a very different picture begins to emerge. The UK, for example, has a very large number of people aged 80 and over, and as a result, that group makes up a sizable chunk of total deaths in the country. In the next 12 months, I would expect around 335,000 deaths of 80 plus people, and I also expect around 30,000 deaths in care homes of people aged under 80, McDonald adds. So if we look at just the top two priority groups for the vax, and expect around 365 deaths in the next year, which is about 1,000 a day. Now that's actually about 6 out of 10 UK deaths, and it's more than 1 in 10 of the people that were vaccinated. In short, we can expect to see a high number of deaths in this group in the next few months, regardless of whether they've had the vax or not, and we should be careful to not draw cause and effect. And that's just pure wickedness. If you look into, this is by the Bloomberg. It says, I'm gonna start here. It says, we are aware that the deaths have also been reported in other countries, but do not have full details of this yet. Norway's Medicines Agency said there are also differences between the countries in which is prioritized for vaccine, and this could also affect the report of side effects, including death. So they understand that these side effects are up to and including death. The Norwegian Medicines Agency has communicated prior to the vaccine that when vaccinated the oldest and the sickest, it is expected that deaths will occur in a time-related context with vaccine. This does not mean that there is a causal link between vaccine and death. Now that makes absolutely no sense, because you're saying it's expected that there will be a time-related context with vaccine, but there's not a correlation between the vaccine and deaths. It's like me saying, right, if I hit you, I'm going to hurt you, but just because I hit you doesn't mean I'm going to hurt you. Okay. We also have, in connection with the reported deaths, conveyed that it is possible that common and known side effects of the vaccines may have been a contributing factor to a serious cause or fatal outcome. So this man is just the king of double talk. You can't say one thing and another, which is what he does. He says one thing, and then what he says is completely contradicting the first thing that he said. The latter thing of what he said is contradicting the thing of the prior thing he said. So it just shows you that this man is a lion or a snake. And we all know the scripture. This is Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Oh, that you would altogether hold your peace, and it should be your wisdom. So if these people weren't going around and doing all this, it would have been wiser for them to do that. But by them doing this, they're gonna destroy themselves even more quickly. Hear now my reason and hearken to the pleading of my lips. Will ye speak wickedly for Yahweh? Because they're speaking for the Most High. They're saying the Most High wants you to take this. These times he didn't say anything. In fact, the scriptures speak against this and talk deceitfully for him. So they're speaking wickedly and deceitfully for the Most High. They don't speak for the Most High. The Most High can speak for himself, and he speaks through this, these scriptures. And this is Jeremiah 46:11. Go up into Gilead and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt. In vain shalt thou use many medicines, for thou shalt not be cured. The nations have heard thy shame, and thy cry have filled the land. For the mighty man have stumbled against the mighty, and have fallen both together. So this is what's going to happen to these reprobate people. They're going to try and take the quote unquote pharmakia, the little magic that they like to do in the little laboratories, and nothing's going to help, this whore from falling. It's like you have a fatal wound. Regardless of what you do, you're not going to be able to heal yourself. If you get shot in your head, regardless of what you do, the likelihood is you're going to die. And I'm not talking about those rare cases where you manage to survive. This person is prophesied to die. They're not going to recover from their wound, and no one goes against the Most High's word. Now these people are going to try and fight against it, but it's already been ordained. This is Ezekiel 47:12. And by the river upon the bank thereof, on this side and on that side, shall grow all trees for meat, whose leaves shall not fade, neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. It shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because their waters they issued out of the sanctuary, and the fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaf thereof for medicine. So when you're not supposed to seek out this man for medicine, because everything he does is a perversion of nature. I use that analogy again. If you get shot in the head, you're gonna die. Unless the Most High deems that you're not gonna die, because you can suffer a fatal injury and not die from that. The Lord will keep you until it's time for you to. I've been in certain situations for a fact. I'm not supposed to be here, but at the end of the day, I'm here. I've heard of people in those same situation and they've died from that. So. And I'm not saying I'm special. I'm just saying at the end of the day, if you're ordained to die, you're gonna die. You can die from stepping on a nail. Do you know how many nails I've stepped on and I ain't got tetanus? How many people? There's people out there who stepped on nails and died from that. So at the end of the day, if the Lord ordains that you're going to die, you're going to die. The Lord ordained that this kingdom is finished, and it's finished. That's it. Kaput. There's no what's the word? Where you try to, there's no reasoning with the Lord, really and true. There's no reasoning with the Lord. You're not going to be able to sit there and try to manipulate the Lord out of what he's going to do. He's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to do all his pleasure. But these people feel like they're going to go up some other way. This is Genesis 9:3. Every morning, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as a green herb have I given you all things. So the Most High has set up the foundation. He has this pyramid where everything is subservient to another, and then they completely go against, what the natural order of things are. The things that you're not supposed to eat, they eat. The things that you're supposed to use for medicine, they don't use for medicine. You look at their medication, and they're telling you may cause death. How is it that you're going to eat a herb and it's meant to heal you and it might cause death? It don't make no sense. So it just shows you that this man is not using what is intended to heal you. He's coming up with his own potions, his own pharmakia, his own witchcraft, and then he's trying to present it to you as if it's good, when really and truly he knows it's not good. So what he does is he forces you in a situation where you have to take it. He's going to stop you from you being able to live your life. And we all know this is coming. We've been seeing this coming down the pipeline, for a while now. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the word. All praise to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who rule well. Shalom to the elect.